This is old school drag racing.
I've got 4 hot women who are out here kicking butt.
We get up here to the starting line, this game on, it's a serious battle.
We just hope to keep the momentum going. We know that ride's going to end someday.
Anytime you open that blue barrel of nitromethane, anything can happen.
Racing's in our blood. This is my 43rd year. I've raced ever since I've been a kid.
You can't drive by sight, because if you drive by sight, you're too late.
It's game on. I don't care who's in the other lane. It's all about winning that Ironman.
We're not giving up. It's going to be hard to hold.
Our plan is to kick everybody's plans don't always happen.
Anything can happen when the tree goes green. Welcome to the IHRA Nitro Jam. This week we are in Martin, Michigan. Last week we were in Pittsburgh. Let me show you what you missed. The Pittsburgh Nationals, presented by Good Vibration Motorsports, is the only event to run 1,000 feet. In Nitro Funny Car, Peter Gallen would hold on to the #1 qualifying spot.
492, that's nothing to complain about.
No, I'm thrilled the car picked up, and I think the track service gave us a little bit of a better ET. It certainly wasn't my driving or tuning.
And Jason Rupert would find himself in the unusual spot of 5th.
I tried to pedal it, it just was too far out of shape. I don't need to crash my car over, you know, trying to be a one-run hero.
Mountain Motor Pro Stock would find Dean Goforth on a comeback tear. After sitting out the first 5 events of the season, Dean would win Cordova and find himself in the #1 spot in Pittsburgh. Kerry Goforth, who has been dominating the class, surprisingly broke. Nitro Harleys continue to excite, and the track proved to be a factor in qualifying.
How did it go?
There's a bump out there, and when I went over the bump, my bike got pretty sideways, and it's no fun.
Even with a bump, the Harleys fought on, especially Mike Scott.
I need these.
There's that smile.
Yeah, we got Randall's out now, so we got to go after Cox.
Mark Cox, firmly in a chase for a Nitro Jam World title, wasn't about to make it easy.
Our competitor Drums, you never can take him lightly by any chance, and he basically just really pulled something out of his hat because he didn't run near that good last night.
Nitro Ultras went out and put on a show. Ron Maroney, who leads in the points, is forever the optimist.
What do you think about this rain that I feel dropping on us right now?
Shh, don't say that.
It's dripping on us.
It's going to go away, and we're going to get the rest of our passes in, and hopefully we're going to win this thing.
But it wasn't to be. Rain is just one of those seasons in the IHRA.
Just getting word from race control. There has been a shutdown on the racetrack due to inclement weather.
The crews take it in stride.
A little bit of water happening? Yeah!
But for the IHRA, it's about the safety and the fans.
Lots of rain. This doesn't look good for the weekend. Fighting Mother Nature is an uphill battle. If you're going to lose the fight, we just look for what the best opportunity there is to accommodate the fans and accommodate the racers.
And looking at the forecast here, it doesn't look so good for tonight or tomorrow. So we're looking at alternate plans and finishing on the tour, down the road here. But we got to make sure we're taking care of everybody, and that's why little strategy going on and talking about the classes and the people and definitely the fans. I mean, we're going to make it right to them. Might not be today or tomorrow, but we're gonna make sure they get to see what they like, and that's drag racing.
More from Martin, Michigan when we return. It's the IHRA Nitro Jam. Welcome back to the IHRA Nitro Jam.
This is a make it or break it weekend. That's what it is. The whole season comes down to this weekend.
Qualifying gets underway with Mountain Motor Pro Stock, where the competitors know every round counts more than ever.
Here we are, 3 races left. There's no question about whether they're competitive or not.
The battle in Mountain Motor Pro Stock is heating up between John DeFlorian and Kerry Goforth.
We got to make a good run right off the bat and try to get a handle on this championship.
The points are as close as the racing, so Black Diamond Motorsports and Dean's Casing Services battle continues in Martin.
We're a round and a half apart, and you know, whoever does a better job this weekend and goes more rounds this weekend could very easily leave here with the points lead.
I mean, I'm worried about John because I know he has the stuff. He's got it, there ain't no question about it.
As a team owner, a championship is not lost on Dean Goforth.
It'd mean a whole lot to the whole family and all of our fan base. This would be a whole bunch of people tickled if we win this deal, I think.
Mountain Motor Pro Stock is a team effort, and every driver feels the pressure to do his part.
There's a lot of guys jumping up and down and cheering, you know, behind that winning car. All friendships are off. We're out here to battle, and it's you know, winner take all.
No class has been more competitive this year than the Nitro Harleys, with 4 riders still in the mix for the coveted World Championship. Canadian Mike Scott, Louisiana's Randall Andros, and the 2 North Carolina natives, Jay Turner and Mark Cox. But Turner has issues.
It's always what to do to make the bike run the best it can under the conditions that we're in.
Turner, who has always pushed the envelope in Nitro Harleys, down is never out.
We've struggled with a few issues this weekend. I think we found them, and I'm expecting to go out tonight and run really good.
Energy in Martin is electric. Championship fever is on everyone's mind.
I think I can teach a championship tonight and be way less nerve-wracking than waiting till the next one.
We're a big team. Somebody from this trailer is going to win the championship.
Nitro Altereds come to the lanes for Q1. Nitro Altereds has turned into a battle for second place. But you would never know when Kyle Hogue lines up with Mike Hilzebay.
Car went out about 60 feet and started fading left. I tried turning it right, and it just kept pushing left, and ran out of room.
You signed the wall after you hit it. We made a new tradition.
Yeah, it's kind of like the wall of shame or the wall of fame, whatever you want to call it.
A big treat for everyone at Martin. Top Fuel.
Our main goal is to entertain the fans.
Dom and Bobby Lagana were there to do just that.
There's nothing like the Top Fuel car going down. I mean, it shakes the earth, shakes your heart. I can watch one on the line and still get goosebumps. You know, I love it that much.
What would an IHRA event be without the Jets? More when the IHRA Nitro Jam continues. Welcome back to the IHRA Nitro Jam. Mountain Motor Pro Stock gets Q2 going with Dean Goforth and Brad Waddle. And both drivers can't get a clean pass. And his third event of the year is Scott Hintz and two-time Pro Stock champ Pete Burner. Hintz lays down the fastest pass of the night so far with a 6:25. Next up is Kevin Bielko against Todd Horner.
It should be pretty evident that I've put everything I have into this deal this year.
Nitro Harleys start Q2 with Jay Turner still fighting gremlins. Most of the Harleys battle the track. When you know the track will take everything you can throw at it, sometimes it works, like it did for Mark Cox. And sometimes it just bites back.
Here we go. Clear it. Why am I here? Because I love burning nitro and I don't want to go home.
With Funny Cars not at the Martin event, Mr. Explosive's son and crew chief, Jake Sanders, decided to do a little moonlight.
About 1,200 feet, it was sliding around a little bit. I figured there might have been something wrong, and right when I shut it off, the guy on the radio said it was on fire, and I was a Roman candle. It's a run that a lot of people won't forget.
You're right about that, Bobby. Nitro Ultras find the wall and claim another victim.
Actually, I was going straight. The wall just made a right-hand turn in front of me.
I don't know if you can see that, but right there's a crack. So we are done for this weekend.
If we can keep it hooked in the middle of the groove and get it to go right down the track, we're looking to run a middle 20 right here, get us in that final round, and hopefully come away with a trophy. That's what we've been trying to do all season long and just haven't really got there.
And Kyle Hogue, the first visitor to the wall, makes it from point A to point B. And back with a purpose, Marisha Falk and Kat Moeller. And we round out Q2 with Allison West and Elaine Larson. That's all of Q2. We'll head into the finals when we return. It's the IHRA Nitro Jam. Welcome back to the IHRA Nitro Jam.
It's time to go racing. Are you ready?
The finals in Mountain Motor Pro Stock would start with John DeFlorian and Todd Horner. And Horner advances to the semis. 635 over DeFlorian, 639.
That was a big first round for us for getting that black diamond car, because those guys are as tough as they get. And
You know, mathematically, we're still in this thing. We just got to figure out how to pull it out and, you know, see if we can't get this deal done.
Next up is Kevin Bielko against Pete Burner. And Bielko edges out Burner, 635 to 637.
You know, 635 out in this heat of the day and on that good racetrack's not that bad. So we're looking forward to the next round.
Next up, Kerry Goforth against Matt Bursch. And Goforth continues his march to a championship.
Matt was out on me. He's a great lever, and I knew that's the last thing Dad told me before we got in the car is that Matt's going to be on the tree, and he was. Had to try to reel him in, and almost didn't get it done. So we're glad to get the win. Don't get me wrong, but I'm a greedy racer.
And finishing out round 1 of the finals in Mountain Motor Pro Stock is Dean Goforth against Scott Hintz.
It's a dream come true to even be out here, qualify number 1, and Dean Goforth, he's one of the best in the business, and we always enjoy racing him.
And thanks to the hole shot, Hintz moves to the semis. Starting round 1 of the finals for Nitro Harleys is Lyle Newton against Mark Cox. And Cox gets the easy win and heads to the semis.
Do you get sick of hearing winner chicken dinner?
If it's got something to do with chicken, I'm not sick of it.
Next up, it's Alvin Cobernus against Mike Scott. And Alvin heads for his first semi of the year.
I know Mike Scott maybe had some problems, but I won anyway, and he's a point leader. It's a big deal.
Randall Andros tries to edge closer to a championship against Jim Fagan. And it's Andros all the way.
It's been a great pass. We're looking to win this one.
Finally, it's Mike Pelrin against the struggling Jay Turner. And it's just not Turner's weekend as Pelrin heads to the semis.
It's going to come around. I'm too hard-headed to give up, and I'm not going back down.
The crowd gets up on its feet when the Laganas roll into the beams. And it's Dom Lagana, 466 over Bobby's 488. Continuing round 1 in Nitro Altereds, it's Ron Maroney against Troy Ray. And Maroney moves on.
It's looking good. That was an awesome run. I think that pretty much, maybe, cross your fingers, clinches the championship for me.
Battling for a spot in the semis is Shane Harder and Kyle Hogue. And Hogue advances his 625 over Harder's 640.
First time we got down the track all year long under power, it feels really good, real good.
Our last pair of altereds is Troy Martin against Don Blackshear. And Martin catches the wall, so Blackshear moves on.
We just wanted to make another good lap, and then we'll step it up for the next run.
Semis in Mountain Motor Pro Stock. Find Kevin Bielko against Kerry Goforth. And Goforth breaks, meaning Bielko will be in the final round. That's a bad way to end the weekend for Goforth. A nice 636 for Bielko.
This time we're going out to win it.
It's Todd Horner against Scott Hintz. And Hint's great weekend continues as he beats Horner 629 to Horner's 34.
We got one more to go. We'll see what happens.
The semis in Nitro Harley start with Mike Pelrin and Mark Cox. And Pelrin will take the win and move on.
We came out here and did what we wanted to do. Went for the W.
Last pair is Randall Andros and Alvin Coburno. And Andros heads to the finals.
Chances of winning this one when we was on the line was slim. We had a big spill on the takeoff. We had to back the bike up, get in another groove. It poured fuel everywhere.
It's time for the Jets. It's Elaine Larson and Kat Moeller.
Did I win? You did.
Finishing out the Jets, Marisha Falk against Allison West.
As we all know, I've had a little bit of a rough season. Finally kind of overcoming some of the emotions that we have in the car. I can't cry now, I don't have my sunglasses on. Final round, boss lady. She puts a little bit of nervousness in the blood, I'm not gonna lie.
Here's the finals. Mountain Motor Pro Stock. Kevin Bielko against the fastest qualifier in Martin, Scott Hintz. Bielko gets his first Ironman of the year. It's a whole shot victory.
You both ran the same ET, but you crossed the line faster.
Thank you, Jesus. All right, I appreciate that. To win a quarter-mile race and do it against a quality guy, #1 qualifier like Scott Hintz and his group, is tremendous. Mosh pit, baby, mosh pit.
In Nitro Harleys, it's Randall Andras against Mike Pellerin. And Andras wins.
You got to have luck with this stuff. Glad to be talking to you. Usually when we're talking to you, we're winning.
Nitro Ultras would find Ron Maroney against Kyle Hogue. And Maroney would cement his world championship.
I earned that win. I had to drive the heck out of the car. It got loose, got over into the wall. Luckily, when I got back in it, it hooked up and ran through the top end, so we were able to take the win.
Closing out Martin would be Marisha Falk up against Elaine Larson. And Marisha Falk finds herself back in the winner's circle.
I'm so blessed. My team has stuck by me. You know, we talked about me having a rough season to start, and then everything that happened with my dad and everything. So this one's for Dad, and hopefully we can repeat it in Memphis. Love you guys.
That's it from Martin, Michigan. Next time, it's the World Finals from Memphis, Tennessee. For all of us here at the IHRA Nitro Jam, I'm Clay Millican. See you next time.